Swiss 5 francs, summer 2020. Switzerland. Stefan Hager is my name. Jesus feeds people without money. He calls down bread from heaven. So we will be reading today together the Bible. Luke, you can open chapter 9. Today you can read in your own translation, your own language. As we share coffee together, we will read, and I will read with you of an easy English, which is called New International Reader's Version. How Jesus fed people without money. Look at this coffee machine. Everything costs money. And this shop, even used items, second-hand things, they all cost money. Everything has a value. Jesus, kingdom of God, he calls upon his Father, and that gives him everything he needs for thousands of people. Let's see, because his money, his currency is love. Jesus is holy, and he is love, and he is very, very powerful. He feeds the 5,000, verse 10, chapter 9 of Luke's Gospel, Luca ki Injiil. The apostles returned. This was after he sent out the 12 to heal the sick and drive out demons. They told Jesus that they had done. Then he took them with him. They went off by themselves to a town called Bethsaida. But the crowds learned about it and they followed Jesus. He welcomed them and he spoke to them about God's kingdom. He also healed those who needed to be healed. Do you need Jesus? You need to be healed from any sickness, any disease? Do you need to be delivered from demons? Do you need to be set free from addiction and bad habits? Do you need to be set free into holy living? Do you need to have love for people you don't get along with? Jesus is here, even today, to give it to you, as he promised. Late in the afternoon, verse 13, the 12 came to him. They said, "Send the crowd away. They can go to the nearby villages and countryside. There they can find food and a place to stay. There is nothing here." There's nothing here, they said. Not even coffee. No coffee shop. No facilities. No restaurant. No hotel. No food. So, what did Jesus say? I said there is nothing. Look. Jesus replied, "You give them something to eat." Jesus says, "You give them something to eat." Can we do that? No. The disciples answered, "We have only 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. We would have to go and buy food for all this crowd." About 5,000 men were there. But Jesus said to his disciples, "Have them sit down in groups of about 50 each." The disciples did so, and everyone sat down. Jesus took the 5 loaves and the 2 fish. He looked up to heaven and gave thanks. Jesus always talked to God as his personal, eternal Father. He knew he was the Son. He can say anything the Father will do. They were totally one, not just one in purpose, but one in essence. Look at this. He said, he looked up to heaven, gave thanks. He broke them into pieces. Then he gave them to his disciples to set in front of the people. All of them ate. verse 17. Read it. All of the 5,000 people ate. They said, it says here, and they were satisfied. That means they had enough. A full meal. The disciples picked up how much? 12 baskets of leftover pieces. 12 baskets. And they were full, not empty baskets.